Hi, my name is Sun Weiming and my metric number is 249486. Today I will present about my video presentation. The first part of my presentation is the background of the organization. Marriott Executive Apartment is one of the hotels under Marriott International Hotel brand. Hangzhou Future Science Technology City is a complex that attracts global industries. Hangzhou Marriott Executive Apartment is located here. It is a serviced apartment designed for long-term business travelers. Hotel staff are committed to providing guests with a comfortable environment and warm service. To satisfy guests is the first purpose of Hangzhou Marriott Executive Apartment. Its address is close to Alibaba headquarters, International Convention Center and Business Park, which means that the guests will not have a long commute from the hotel to the office. Guests can use our dedicated parking lot. Different from other hotels, the room has perfect kitchen facilities and laundry and drying facilities. Guests can use it as easily as in their own home. The hotel also includes a 24-hour gym, indoor swimming pool and yoga room. The hotel's lounge, restaurant, and mini theater provides guests with social opportunities, while the two conference rooms are ideal for more formal gatherings. The second part is about the organization structure. Hangzhou Marriott Executive Apartments have 7 departments in total. This can be divided into 2 parts, which is operating department and the non-operating department. The operation department is a department that can often provide close service to the guests. This department often work 20 hours a day. Non-operating department only work during working hours on weekdays. The operating department includes loss prevention, F&B, engineering, and housekeeping. Non-operating departments include human resource, sales marketing, and finance. The department I work is the sales marketing department. My position in the sales marketing department is sales marketing coordinator and reservation clerk. The next part is about the product and the service that's offered. Firstly, Hangzhou Marriott Executive Apartment has 142 rooms with space ranging from 40 up to 132 square meters. Inside the room, there is a fully equipped kitchen, including kitchenware, oven and microwave oven. And the kitchen also have dishwashers and a refrigerator. In addition, there are full-featured bedrooms, electronic safes, washing machines and dryers and air conditioners. For other leisure and recreation facilities, the hotel has a resident lounge and restaurant, meeting room, swimming pool and gym, yoga room, kids club, mini theater and business center. The health club and resident lounge in the hotel. The gym is open 24 hours and equipped with the latest and most comprehensive fitness equipment. This can meet the sports needs of all kinds of fitness people. The indoor constant temperature swimming pool inside the hotel also provides free service for hotel guests. The hotel provides guests with 3 meals in the resident lounge every day. The hotel also often hosts cocktail parties here. The next part is about the strength of the organization. First of all, because the hotel is an apartment hotel, it has some differences from other hotels, and its main potential customers are business travelers. As the hotel has complete internal facilities, guests can cook, work, and do leisure activities by themselves in the hotel as in their own home. And during the COVID-19, people basically canceled their travel plans, and the business of most hotels plummeted. But business people on business did not stop working. Hangzhou Marriott Executive Apartment is always welcomed by business travelers because of his clear sales target. This did not have much impact on the hotel business during the COVID-19. And the next part is about the weakness of the organization. There are many differences between this hotel and other hotels of Marriott Group. The standard of member point system in Marriott Hangzhou Executive Apartment is that the guests can get points for one night every 3 nights. This makes many member guests avoid choosing here. In addition, the restaurant of the hotel is a certain distance from the guest room. Customer usually needs to walk along to another building to eat. This caused great inconvenience to the guests. And the next part is about the opportunities and the recommendations of the organization. The first one is competition from other nearby hotels. As mentioned above, the main reason why this hotel maintained good business during COVID-19 was that there were many business travelers staying for a long time. However, in this marketing environment, the nearby same-store hotels are also launching similar sales methods to attract long-stay guests. This may also lead to the diversion of the potential customers. And for the recommendations, I think the hotels should introduce more ways to attract customers or business method. Although the business model of long-term guests is no longer the exclusive business model of Hangzhou Marriott Executive Apartments, I think the hotel can launch new plans that can attract different guests. The second one is about the restaurant operation. The restaurant operation conditions of the hotel are not very optimistic. Many guests reported that the food in the restaurant was not very delicious and there were few kinds. Moreover, the opening hours of the restaurant for breakfast are 6 to 9:30, which is too early for most guests. I think the sales staff can recommend the hotel's restaurant as well as the room for the guests. Of course, improving the quality of restaurant food is also very important. In addition, I think the staff training of the restaurant needs to be strengthened. Sometimes employees forget the customers' dining taboos. This not only affects the reputation of the hotel and its restaurant, but also makes the hotel lose profit. And the third one is there's no enough rooms and area. The hotel has 142 rooms, which is much less than other hotels. In addition, the public area of the hotel is not large. The hotel's swimming pool can't afford more than 40 people. And the area of the gym is also relatively small. This may lead people to think that the hotel is not up to the 5-star standard. Therefore, the hotel plans to move to another new building near the existing address in the spring of 2023. The new location has enough space and rooms, but for existing guests, they are more familiar with the current hotel address. I think we should pay more attention to the old customers during the move. Deliver as much information as possible to help guests find a new address smoothly. And the next part is about my tasks and the responsibilities assigned, which is all administrative work of the sales marketing department, arrange departmental activities and meetings, handle daily incoming mail, maintains a filling and tracing system for the sales marketing department, answers and handled all incoming telephone calls for the department according to the hotel standards and procedures, and also coordinates and organize business travel arrangements for the department, offer office supplies, department attendance, and receive guests and introduce them to guest facilities and rooms. And from December 2021, I began to take into account the work of the sales coordinator and reservation clerk at the same time. The main responsibilities and tasks of the reservation clerk is receiving reservations from various business sources and having the reservation property set up. Handle all incoming calls coming into the reservation office. Input all reservations in Marsha and Opera. Coordinate with other departments of the hotel on guests' reservation and other requests. Assist in checking on the pricing strategy of the competitor hotels. Daily balance Opera and Marsha's room inventory. And the last one is assist in preparing the room's sales forecast. The next part is about my duties and the procedures confirmed. I joined Hangzhou Marriott Executive Apartment as a sales coordinator on August 16, 2021. From August to September, I took part in some training to make me understand the basic information of the hotel and the history of Marriott International Group. In the first 2 weeks of employment, it was basically a process of learning while practicing for me. At the end of October 2021, due to the work changes within the department, my supervisor suggested that I could learn the relevant work of reservation in my spare time to enrich myself. In December 2021, I took over the work of reservation department. My title became sales coordinator and reservation clerk. At the end of December 2021, the hotel conducted the candidature of excellent employees and interns in the fourth quarter. I was successfully elected as a best intern of Hangzhou Marriott Executive Apartment in the fourth quarter. In February 2022, I have successfully completed a 6-month internship. In the middle of February, my supervisor came to me for a conversation, as the hotel did not have time to recruit new employees to take over my job in the future. She asked me if I was willing to work here for a longer period of time. As I have no other work arrangements, I agreed to the request of my supervisor. In March 2022, the hotel recruited new employees to take over my job. I began to slowly hand over my work to my new colleagues. My last working day is April 22. On this day, I have completed the handover of all work and say goodbye to my colleagues. And the next part is about the case analysis. So firstly, I will explain the case 1. Once when I showed my guests around the room, the guests asked me questions I couldn't answer. The guests asked me if there was a gas mask in the room. I feel at a loss about this question. I don't know the answer to it. I became incoherent and asked why the guests needed something like a gas mask. The guest was dissatisfied with my answer and attitude, but my panic was that I wanted to turn off the topic. My supervisor told me that few guests will ask this question at ordinary times, but as a hotel employee, I also need to understand these problems. If I don't know the answer to the question, I can say to the guests, I can ask my colleague about the question and I will call you as soon as possible. Then I explained to the problem of gas masks to the guests and introduced the measures taken by the hotel on the guest safety to them. I also applied to prepare welcome fruits and nuts for the guests. The guests expressed understanding and thanked me for my answers. I think I learned a lot about my problem. First of all, when the guests ask a question, the hotel staff needs a positive answer instead of talking about others. Secondly, if you don't know the answer to the question, The hotel staff needs to be keep calm and explain to the guests accordingly. It's important to show your guests you're professional as a hotel employee. And the next is about the case 2. After I accepted the job in the reservation department, I did something wrong. At that time, I found that there were some problems in the display of one of our packages on the sea trip. I'm in a hurry. I'm afraid it will cost the hotel, so I tried to change the price myself in the background. But I made a huge mistake. In the process of changing the price, I didn't close the room status. This led to original package selling 980 yuan sold for 150 yuan in a few seconds. My supervisor asked me to reject the order first and then explain to the guests that it was a system error. Then I quickly contacted the guest and explained to him. The guest was very angry and refused to cancel the order. We promised that we will offer vouchers and prepare welcome gifts when they check in. The guests finally agreed. I think my mistake has a great impact on the hotel. Guests may think we are selling falsely. When changing the room price, we should ensure that the room status is closed. Otherwise, the consequence will be very serious. And the next is about my reflections. In this internship, I learned a lot, and in my work, I often recall the knowledge I learned in UUM and put it into practice. The colleagues and the supervisors of the hotel are also helping me at all times. At the beginning of my internship, I was not very satisfied with my state. I think my work scope is not very well, and there's not many contact with the guests. But I gradually realized that the simple work I did at the beginning laid a solid foundation of my later progress. At the end of the internship, I took over the work of the reservation department, which enriched my internship. But I also made more mistakes. These mistakes are also the driving force of my growth. I hope I can often think of these mistakes in my future career. I hope I can also learn and do the work all time. And in conclusion, after this internship, I think I have not only improved my communication skills with guests, but also deepened my understanding of the interior of the hotel. Before the internship, I don't know much about various departments. I chose the sales marketing department based on my interest. But now this job brings me not only interest, but also responsibilities and hospitality. How to make it right and how to do it well are very important.